Moving further. Now here I am showing you some user interface components are there. Text box 1 is there. I have taken a switch also. Switch is for yes, no, true, false, on, off. Switch is there. There is button 1 which has text TTS on it. See, the text TTS is here. There is a list view with some values in it. The values are given by comma separated values here, elements from a string. I have given Delhi, comma, Agra, comma, Bangalore, comma, etc., etc. That will go into the list. Comma separated lists are there. Instead of, in place of list view, another additional is list picker. List picker is also just like list. The only difference is that it will come as a pop-up. The separated values are comma, separated red, comma, green, comma, blue. Some colors are given in this, and it has some text. It will appear like a button which will be showing some text. Pick color. Here is the text pick color. When you click on it, the pop-up list will come up. Then I have another component, time picker. Time picker will show me a pop-up clock from where I can select the time, just like you do when you set your alarm in the mobile phone. Button 2 is a plain simple button. Web viewer is a browser component which will be showing you the website if you give the URL. Text to speech 1. Text to speech 1 component is a hidden component which can convert the text into speech. A notifier component is there. Notifier component is very useful when you have to display some messages. So many components are there. Text box, switch, button, list view, list picker, time picker, web viewer. Let us see one by one how they are working. Okay, UI demo is not there. Well, UI demo I have just tried to install here. Let me try again. It might take some time to install. Okay, it is by the name test1 here. I just show you. Well, test one is here. I click on it. It will run. Did you notice how it is looking like? This is the text box. I'm going to type something in it. I can disable this text box. Now it is not working. I cannot click in it. Enable text box. Now it is enabled. If I write something like this, now here TTS component will not work because TTS component functionality is not on my laptop and it is not in Knox player. So this will not work. This will work online only. So I just show you the functionality what is working here. If you click on TTS component, generally what happens, I have programmed it like this. Whatever I have typed in the text box will be spoken out. It will come out of the speaker. That is the text to speech engine. Now I have typed the URL here, HTTPS it should be, and I click on show page. If you remember here, a component of web browser was added. I click on show page. Show page, I have programmed it like this, that show page is reading this URL and this URL is being shown here. See, the Google has come. Google interface has come. It's not visible completely, but this is here. So given URL has come here. See. This is the web viewer component. Another URL. So you see our website is visible here. So this is how it is working. I have this program. I will show you the program also. Now I told you that there is a Delhi list. There is a list here. I think more items were not added, so it is behaving like this. Anyway, I go for pick color component. Pick color. It is giving a pop-up list. If I select a value, I programmed it that background color of the canvas is turning into the selected color. I pick color again. I take white, back to normal. I click on select time, so time picker will come up. See, this is a time I can set just like my mobile phone. And this is the notifier. Sorry for the interruption here. Now this pop-up message box is coming because of notifier component I added as invisible component. This is displaying me the current time. I can dismiss it. Some title is also there. So just to show you how the components are behaving and how they are behaving like this depends on the program you have written. Let's quickly look at the program now. Going back. So this is how you design. You lay out, you bring the components and you design the app depending on the requirement. Now coding part, if you look at this green strip, at the very right hand side, we are in designer mode right now. Now we have to switch to the block programming mode. That is blocks button you have to click. I click on blocks button and here it is, block programming. The people who have worked with Scratch, they might find it familiar. So let us have a look what was happening there. Now in this interface, this part is the editor and this part you see is all the blocks are visible in various categories: control, logic, math, text, etc., variables, and your components are also visible here: text one, switch, button, etc. Now these blocks are of three types. You might want to note down. These blocks are of three types. First is event type of blocks. Event type of blocks take care of the events which you normally handle in your program. Second type is action. Action are those blocks which perform a task, which do something. And third category is properties block. Properties block help you in manipulating the property of the component. For example, text property of text box, or you are enabling or disabling some component. So these are property blocks. So three blocks: event blocks help you handle the event, action blocks help you to perform something, property blocks help you to manipulate the control. So let us see this particular block. This particular block is changed event of switch 1. Switch 1 was our switch, if you remember. This is the switch. In programming, it is named as switch 1. I can change its name also here. I can rename it, but this is a default name given, switch 1. In the blocks, switch 1 is available here. I click on it. All the events and other blocks are visible here. So I will take switch 1 dot changed. Switch 1 dot changed is taken here. Here it is, an event of. So when the switch will be changed, something will happen. And what is happening? I am doing some check by the help of if block. Now if block is a control block. I will have to go to control category to find out if else, and many other blocks. So I am getting a plain if else block here. In if else block, I am doing some sort of checking. Leave it for the later part. In if block, I am doing something. I am setting the text box 1 property enabled to false. Text box 1 is this. Text box 1. It is enabled by default by me. Here I am doing text box 1 ka enabled property, set it to false. It will be disabled. Otherwise, it will be enabled back again. That will depend on what I am checking here. I am just checking whether the switch 1 is on. If switch 1 is not on, I am doing text box disable, otherwise text box enable. A simple check when the switch is clicked. So when the switch will be changed, I will check if it is not on. That means if it is off, I will set the text box disable. If the switch is on, I will set the text box enabled. So this is how I am handling the switch. Now let us see this block. When the button 2 is clicked, click event, button 2. Here is my button 2. I drag click event like this. In button 2 dot click, what I am doing, I am handling web viewer. Remember web viewer, this component, web viewer 1. Web viewer 1 has an action block, go to URL. Web viewer 1 has an action block, go to URL. These are alphabetically ordered. So go to URL is this. Here it is. I have to provide it the URL. And where is the URL coming from? Remember, I type the URL in text box 1. Text box 1 text property. This is your text property block. So I have all the three blocks here. I have this event block, button 2.click is event block, web viewer 1.goto URL is the action block, text box 1.text is property block. They are combined together. When the button 2 is clicked, web viewer 1 will go to the URL taken from text of text box 1. That is why that Google and eduitskill.com was coming there. List picker. After the user is picking the list, I am doing something. Time picker. After the time is set, it is doing something, it is displaying some message. Time picker was displaying some message. How the message is being displayed? Notifier. Notifier has an action block. So many messages can be shown. I have taken a simple show message dialog. Show message dialog will take a message box. It will take a title. Remember, title was apna time aayega. It was being displayed. The button text was dismissed. When I clicked on this, it disappeared. Message is time picker ka hour it has taken. It has taken a join block. Join block is in text category. Join block can be used to join the text. A lot of text can be joined. Two text can be joined. Multiple text can be joined by duplicating it. I can have duplicate join. So you see another join is here. So I have joined time picker 1.hour with colon, and I have joined time picker 1.minute. They are separated by colon and displayed in the message box with the title apna time aayega. So this is how events. Now the basic fundamental is that if you know which event to handle and if you know which action block has to be used to handle that event and what property has to be manipulated, then you can write the program. Rest depends on the logic you created. So let us quickly look at some samples that will give you a better idea.